right. So for all the people that asked and begged and all the little dudes that are aspiring football players, and especially my son, he doesn't really have a choice. I went and I hit a home run and I grabbed a dude from Crystal Lake, known for a while. His name's you might have heard of him. He just scored 8 TDs the other day. Trae Taylor from CARMEL High School. He is a junior committed to Nebraska for Matt Rule, who I don't like anyone. And I told your dad I actually like that guy. He comes off very, very genuine,
Yes,
right? Which all these guys read a script and they're like car salesmen. Um,
that's not him.
Not at all, bro. Not at all. And I said that to your father, and I've never even met the guy, right? And you could just tell he oozes authenticity,
Yep.
right? Kind of reminds me of like the uncle who gives you $100 at Thanksgiving.
That's a good example.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everyone wants to see Uncle Matt, and you know
Right.
what I mean. So super excited. You are one of the busiest humans with training, practice, preparing for the playoffs. Wanted to get you on. There's a lot of kids that look up to you. I unfortunately look up to you by height, which sucks because I remember looking down at you and cursing and screaming at you.
Yeah.
Um, so I just want to tell the world when I had Trae as a second and third grader, I think fourth too, um, everyone thought his father was crazy. Everyone would come to me and be like, "Who's this guy with the GoPro on his hat?"
Hmm.
Right? And every time there was a hater, I used to be like, "Man, that's my boy JR, man." Um, I really struggle with people that have an issue with fathers that care so much. Because for me, being in the city for as long as I have, I've been around so many kids that don't have dads, right? And I've been around the opposite. And you're there's nothing wrong with being crazy about your child. And that's why JR and I were always like two peas in a pod. Um, Man, your father would post videos of you like at 7, 8 years old, throwing outside, throwing in the snow. And I would get people be like, "Do you see this shit?" And I'd be like, "Man, I can't wait. I hope I have a son." And, fortunate enough, I have a fuckface who likes football. So, what I would like is for you to kind of share your journey, like where it started, how it started, maybe some people that, you want to shout out that helped you get where you are. Let's start. You you came out of your mom,
Right.
you were in diapers,
Yeah.
came out of diapers, and then what?
So really, I mean, all right. This is what I tell everybody too, because like and this is kind of where you got to know the backstory to understand the story. So obviously, it starts with mom and dad, and then like they're the reason I'm here. They're the reason I'm on planet Earth. They're the reason I am who I am. But like I always go. The next persons are like Coach Henry, Kai's dad. Then I go to Coach Dooley, who's my quarterback coach, Coach Wilson, and then I go to you. And a lot of people don't know who you are, but a lot of people think like the tough skin part of me and being able to get coached and being able to get screamed at comes from my dad. Like they don't understand like him yelling at me versus you yelling at me. I'd take him 10 times like out of 20, out of 11, right? So like you for sure, just like that tough skin, the understanding how to get coached, but like also knowing that it's coming from a good spot.
Yep.
Um, like that's where I'd say like that's where my coachable and being able to take input comes from. My parents, they put me on this earth. They love me. They do everything that parents should do, and they do it to an extreme level. And I think that's where people get the whole they're tough on me. Like if you saw my parents outside of sports, you would know like they're not tough on me. They just know that I'm gonna do the like they expect me to do the right thing. So when I don't,
Yeah.
they freak because I go to college in a year and a half. Like the mistakes
Easy.
they shouldn't be happening anymore, right? Like I'll be by myself. So um that and then Coach Henry, who's Kai's dad, he
Right.
I mean he's been through a lot. Like that's just like
Sure has.
that's like the warrior, you know, when you think you're at your lowest, there's always lower, right?
Bro, you're so right, man.
That like that's really how it is. And then Coach Dooley, like that's like a older brother slash like younger uncle. That's my quarterback coach. Like he's honestly the out of that group the newest person in it, and he's been in it for about 9 years now, right? So that's like the
It's
core
a
group.
tight circle, bro. That's a tight circle.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it's always been. Like if you're not in the tight circle and getting into it, it's even harder because there's only so many space for so much people.
And
Um,
it's hard to find the right people to get on
that's
the bus and to stay on the bus.
that's the biggest thing. But so I started playing football, started playing flag football at 3, and then football,
So,
real football at like 5 turning 6.
okay.
Um, actually,
Do you remember what your first tackle team was?
yeah, I played for the Lake of the Hills Eagles.
Okay.
Um, but like honestly, so like I'll say this, I liked basketball more than football because I was better at basketball. Like it was more fun. I'd be in the gym. It was easy to get to the gym. Um, I liked basketball more up until really COVID happened. Um, so
Tell us, you know what? I don't want you to jump over COVID because I know what you guys were doing during COVID. Tell everyone all the travel y'all did.
yeah, we like literally, and this is where that change happened. Like gyms are shut down,
Mhm.
parks are shut down, like hoops are taken off of rims.
Yep.
So, but 7-on-7 where you travel and you're playing the best competition is still going on. For football. So it's like, why would I do that? So I'm going to Florida because obviously all the southern states weren't in quarantine. So I was in Texas, I was in Florida, I was in Las Vegas, I was in Georgia, um, just playing 7-on-7 football. And when I wasn't home, I was at home. When I wasn't traveling, I was at home doing online learning. But like, it was 30-minute classes, and besides that, I was doing drops in my living room floor and throwing a ball with my mom because there was literally nothing else to do. So that's where that whole from basketball to football change I say happened because I realized how good I was at football and what my talent could have been, and I had so much time to work on it that it just finally took over. And it's once you do something for a certain amount of time, you just really start to love it.
So, do you know who Brady Pettigrew is?
Brady Pettigrew.
So,
Yeah.
he's the number one player for basketball in 2028.
Okay.
So I have my best friend JR tomorrow night coming on. Can't wait. But I had Brady's dad, Tipkiss, who's um, 4 Division I children, right?
Wow.
So I had him on the other day, and he said something similar to what you said. Um, he taught his kids how to fall in love with the work,
Yeah.
right? Like they've only like Jonah, they've only been in the gym. That's all they know, and they fell in love with the process and the work. And I would say you're very similar because does JR and Hillary have to tell you to go work out?
Nah. It's as they always to put it to me like this, like it's my goals, not theirs. I mean, at the end of the day, they are living in the northwest suburbs of Illinois, and they can be retired in I don't know how many years, and not have to worry about anything else besides them. because they have accomplished what they need to do. They did their goals, like they did what they wanted to do. Um, so now it's my turn to just come through and, obviously when I was younger, it was, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. But now that
Yeah.
I'm getting closer to that time where it's, all right, this is on you now. Like there's nobody else gonna be there to help you. It's, I mean, you can't rely on other people to tell you that you need to do something.
When you wake up, let's say it's a Monday. Give me
Right.
what a Monday looks like.
Monday morning, I'm up at 4:45. For I have a
Sounds
quarterback
awful.
meeting. I have I have a quarterback meeting at 5, so I
Sounds
go
awful.
I go from 5 to like
I mean,
5:45.
what do you mean a quarterback meeting? What does that look like?
It's just film, breaking down defenses, breaking down my film, and then
Okay.
getting ready for the next team
Is
that we
this
play
every day or is this only Monday?
Monday through Thursday. So I get up, I go from like 5 to 5:50. Um, leave for school by 6:30. 6:30. I take a extra morning class that starts at 7:30, and then school ends around 3:10.
Okay.
Uh, then meetings and lift and all that treatment is at 3:30 to about 5, and then from 5 to 7:30 is practice, and then I get home at about anywhere from 8:15 to 9 o'clock, and then homework and all that.
And then what is Tuesday? And then what does Friday look like?
Oh, Friday I sleep until 6, leave by 6:30.
Sleep in those six.
Bro, I know it sounds bad, but it's like you have no clue. Like that hour feels so good.
Yeah.
But leave by 6:30. Honestly, like it's so like on Fridays, everybody kind of obviously I'm the quarterback of the school, so it's like it's more of a relaxed day for me. It feels like because everybody kind of knows like, all right, I'm kind of starting to get in that mode.
Get
Um,
getting locked in.
right. Um, and all my teachers that come in the games, like they're all really great people. And Fridays tend to not be really hard either because they don't want to really do anything. Um, but
Terrible.
yeah,
That's
like
so bad.
so I get out at 3:10. We have uh depth chart review 3:30, mass at 4, then like quiet time from 5 to 5:30, and then we have like a little warm up on the field during the JV halftime, and then go inside, get ready, then come out for the game. We have a little Corsair walk that we do with like all of the fans and band and everything, and then we're playing by 7:30.
Who do you guys got this week?
We played DePaul Catholic. Yeah,
They're struggling this year, huh? With moving up. What's their record?
no, they didn't move up. It's the same schedule. They're they're
They're just
two
down.
they're 2-4. Yeah, they were a good team last year. They were a very much senior based team.
Yeah.
So
Um. So I'm gonna ask the question that I know everyone wants to ask. Tell me about those 8 touchdowns.
uh uh
Holy shit!
honestly, like it's really just about getting the first one because once you like I know I had 8 touchdowns, but like once you get the first one, I was feel like the
Gotta
team
feel
team
it.
the team tends to find the end zone, whether I'm scoring a touchdown or handing it off. But I just happened to throw 5 of them and then rush the other 3 in. So like we just like the we overall found the end zone a lot, and I just happened to like finish the drives off.
Didn't you have a game 2 weeks ago with Rule there?
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me about that. Who'd you guys play and what were your stats?
We played Marian Catholic. We won 70-7. Uh,
Nice.
I think I had 5 touchdowns
Something like
for
that. Yeah.
5 touchdowns. I was like probably at like two. I was at two something yards, but we won the game. It was like I told them that they could leave at like the beginning of third quarter after my first drive. I was like, yeah, you guys are good. I mean, coach, like they got stuff better to be doing than watching me hand the ball off in a 63-7 game.
Yeah, but they had their little private jet, and
They did.
I
Well,
saw that.
you know what's even more funny is like they flew to my school, right? The little airport in my town, and then
Yeah.
they flew to Chicago to see another recruit. So they flew from Mundelein to Chicago.
If I was a environmental person, I would be very upset. But I'm jealous because I would love to skip traffic and take a plane from point A to point B and not have
Yeah,
to pay for it,
really.
right? Um, I want to tell you that every time I'm at the mall lately with my son, we walk by like a one of those like jewelry stores in the middle of the thing.
You
And he
got to get
always goes, hey, can I get Trae's chain?
you
And
got
I
to
go,
get him
no,
one.
bro. I said, you keep working hard and get some NIL money. I go, we'll buy a fucking chain, homie. I was like, we'll buy real stuff.
All right.
Yeah, dude, he loved that. Hey, to make you laugh. So, did you see the picture I posted of him in the chain?
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan. Your father will tell you I am not a fan of the football program that he's in.
Right.
Um, I'm struggling, bad, but I'm letting the season play out. So they have homecoming Sunday, and they ordered fat heads for all the kids.
No way.
Guess what picture I gave them?
The one of him with the big chain on.
Goddamn right, Trey Taylor. I listen, man. I despise these people. They're so weird. They definitely don't treat my son equally, so they can feel very white on this weekend with with
That's
his big ass chain.
dang. What's going on? That's hilarious.
And he's got his little earrings.
You got to send me a picture of that when they get it in.
100%, dude. I'm gonna. Dude, are you kidding me? Everyone's gonna see it. Oh, I can't stand this program. Ugh. Um, so walk me through what an offer phone call is like, because a lot of kids will never experience that.
Okay. So honestly, it's not like what people think it is. Like, it's very much like either coaches try and slip, like just slide it in, like, hey, you have an offer from us, or like some coaches will be like, hey, I just want like it's weird. So there's one of two ways I'll say it is. So you get on the phone, you start talking to them, and usually when you get the offer, it's when you do something really good, whether you perform well at a camp, whether you perform well in a game, whether you your film looked really good. So they'll say, hey, watch this, or we saw you do this, and me and the whatever coach it is, OC head coach, we sat down, we talked about it, and we wanted to give you an offer, and just thank you, coach. You know, just being very respectful, make sure you know that you're grateful. And then really after that, like it's like you get the offer, and it's an offer. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's okay. Now they want to get you to campus. Now they want to get you around recruits, and they want to get you around the playbook and seeing everything like that. So I mean, like I'll put like anybody can get an offer, especially now because there's so many fake offers that goes out and this and that. Um,
Yeah.
it's more so when you get the offer. This is how you know it's like a real offer. How much contact do you have with the coach after the offer?
Mm.
Like I'll be honest, there'll be offers I got, and I got the offer because other schools were offering. I never talked to those coaches like the Marshall coaches. They offered me. I never heard from them again. Like the only coaches that really kept in touch from some of the smaller schools I had was like Eastern Illinois, Toledo.
AR's alma mater.
Yeah. So, like there's definitely the schools out there that will offer you, and just to say that they first of all, you're a highly rated recruit, and they need to offer you because it says it helps with other recruits. Hey, we offer this kid. We're talking
Yep.
to him. So um, there's that way, and then there's when you have that genuine relationship with the coach, and you've been around him before, and you're finally getting that offer, and it's one you've worked for. um like it's a good feeling, but it goes back to now it's like, all right, you celebrate it, they want you to celebrate it, but they're right back on you. We want to get you here immediately, because then it's the race to like it's really about getting you back on campus over and over and over again.
Yep.
So I would say, like, out of 10, like, getting the offer is like an 8 or 9, but like that after feeling, like, what really is an offer? Like, put it in perspective like that. It's just somebody saying, "Hey, we want you to come to our school, and you can come play sports for us."
Yep.
So, but committing feels a lot better because now you know where you're going to college and the school that you really like. Like, you feel
As
comfortable.
of now.
No, no, that's not what I was saying. No, no, that that no.
No, dude, you're so genuine and you're so right. It's the same thing in basketball. It's so funny, Trey. Like there's certain kids who'll get an offer from a school and everyone will be like, congrats. But I know that their AAU coach is
Got them though.
friends
Yeah.
with the coach and asked them to give him an offer so another school will jump in, right?
And that's all it is. Like, especially with the 7 on, it's huge in 7-on-7 circuit. Or when you go to like the modern days of Bishop Gorman's,
Yeah.
it's like,
Have you ever been to
okay,
Bishop Gorman?
I've never been. Um,
I've been. It is the most unbelievable place I've ever been to.
that's what I've heard. But it's like, here's an example, right? A coach wants to talk to one kid. The head coach could be like, "Hey, you got to offer these 3 other kids to get to this one kid that you actually want to see." A 7-on-7 coach, "Hey, I'm bringing a team of 8 kids down. I want you to offer all of them." Okay, yeah, just so that he gets to this one other kid.
Yep.
So there's really a lot of behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see.
It's a hustle.
That's all it is. And but everybody can see it if you're really paying attention.
Well, I always say it will be very interesting if my son is a Division 1 athlete because I know all the bullshit already. And I have so many friends. I can get Jonah an offer today, right? Um, and blow it up all over social media.
Hmm.
But people don't realize it's a hustle.
And
They'll get off the phone with Trey Taylor, a quarterback, and they'll call another quarterback in the same class.
yeah, for sure, for sure. But
And
those are the
kids don't
same kids
realize.
that when they need to go to college are looking around like, dang, I really got no offers. And that unfortunately that's the reality, and that sucks.
You know what I've witnessed lately, and you're gonna laugh because I know Hillary and Jr. have raised you right. Um, I know kids that ghost college coaches because they think they're at a higher level. And I explained to the kid, "Do you have any Division 1 interests?" No. Have you got an email? Have you been invited to a camp for free, not have to pay?
Right.
No.
And
Then you call the coach back or you text back.
and
Either way,
you never know where these coaches end up.
bro, that I just did a video and I said, this is the hustle. So Division 3 coach hits you up. I love you. I love you. Gush, gush, gush. I love you. Well, he doesn't want to be a Division 3 coach his whole life.
No,
He's
he
looking
doesn't.
to move up as well. So you're nice, you're cordial, you create a a connection. And then when he's a Division I coach in 3 years,
Yeah,
and
Hey,
these kids don't realize that.
they don't, and it's at their own risk. But like I know I like if I won't visit any schools, but there's plenty of smaller schools that still text me, UNLV, like,
Yep.
and we're saying small schools. Like these schools, they're big schools, but they text me. I'm respectful enough to say, you know, how you doing? I'm good. Season's going
Yes.
good. Like it's
Just
stuff
being
like that. It
cordial,
don't.
man.
It doesn't have to be a full conversation ever.
Yep. Just being cordial. Did you ever talk to my idol? Prime time?
My dad did.
I knew that because JR and I talked about it immediately.
My dad did, but no. So I was at when he had talked to him actually. Uh, my dad was taking forever because I needed to get home to do homework, and he was taking forever at the school. So I was like, all right, I gotta go home with my mom because I needed to get home, and he called him on the way home.
Dude, my license plate was Aaron's 21. My baseball number was 21. Jonah's football number is 2 because that's what Dion Ward, Florida State.
We're saying, yep,
Um, I'm psycho. And the reason being, Dion talked a lot of shit and then backed it up.
yeah.
I mean, he did the same thing with his sons and then backed it up. So I've always been a huge fan. All right, let's transition since we're talking about offers. What does a campus visit look like?
Uh, so usually, and his like what I did was I always went when I took my visits during the spring. I always went on a weekday because I knew kids would be in school. So I went on a Tuesday or Wednesday when there would be barely any recruits and school was in session. So I saw students moving around campus and everything like that when I went around the campus. And really it's as simple as this, like, and I think the biggest thing for recruits is go in knowing what you want to study. So then you're not just driving around campus. Go in knowing what you want to study, get to stop by wherever you want to study, get to go into the building, see what the classrooms look like, see how many people could be in your class. But no, either hop in a car, hop in a golf
Do
cart.
they meet you at the airport?
Nah. So they can't do all that. Um, because I am on officials,
Okay.
but officials, yes, they can come pick me up.
Where do they come up with some of these rules?
I honestly I don't know, and really I don't know if that's a real. I don't know if that's a real rule. I'm not sure, but do I know schools break it? Yeah, I mean
Obviously, yeah.
every school breaks rules as much as they say they want to be clean, and every school breaks rules, except
I
for
always say
Nebraska.
that I always say all these coaches have a bat phone.
Yeah.
They all have a bat phone. And if you
Oh,
don't know what a bat phone is, I don't know what to tell you, but they all have that secret bat phone that no
yeah,
one knows about.
for sure.
Um, what was one of the craziest things a school did for you on a visit?
Mm. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of like I'm kind of boring. I wouldn't say I have any crazy visit stories. Like, have I got to experience crazy things? Yeah, like
That's what I mean.
I went to a Nebraska versus Wisconsin volleyball game. I went to which I didn't
Volleyball's
live.
big, right? Isn't volleyball big in Nebraska?
It's huge. Like,
Yeah, I thought so. They had
um,
like an outdoor game or something.
and they sold out. They sold the entire football stadium. I've got a chance. I went to the LSU gymnastics.
Oh, you got to see my girl, huh?
Uh, Coach, like these things are electric.
Really?
Like Yeah, oh my God, they sold out the entire basketball arena.
Well, they were all there to see that. What's her name? Livy Dunn.
She didn't even do anything. It was
Oh,
senior night.
really?
She wasn't. She was hurt. Like they love gymnastics there. Um,
Interesting.
yeah, I mean, I would say those are the two like most fun things I've done outside
Oh,
of the
come on,
football
dude. What's it
aspect.
like? What's it like being in that stadium when it's full?
Memorial Stadium,
Yeah,
like
dude, you're gonna run out of that tunnel.
it feels like a sea of like literally when I say a sea of red, like because it goes so high up too
Yeah.
that in some stadiums you can kind of see out the sky. No, like the only thing you can see is what's right above you. So it feels like a sea of red, like you're in a
Awesome.
a room of red all around you, and the ceiling is just blue.
That's so cool, bro. That's so awesome. Um, what was it like when you called? I assume you called Coach Rule.
Yeah.
So what was it like when you committed? And how'd you know?
So I
Besides them having broadcasting, which I know you want to go into.
yeah. So the only like really what the biggest thing was for me was like I knew I was gonna make a decision between LSU and Nebraska
Okay.
and really A&M. A&M was in that picture.
Okay.
Um, but they came a little bit later than the other two, so I didn't have that relationship really as good as I wanted it to be. I had a really relationship with them, but not as good as I wanted it to be.
Okay.
But I was driving home from school and I thought about it. I was like, what am I what am I doing? Like Nebraska's got the offense, Nebraska's got the defense, Nebraska's got this, Nebraska got that. Like, and I started really doing the pros and cons in my head.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, the pros are all there. Look at the cons outside of football. And those were really that was really it. Like, I mean, if you look at the cons of football for LSU, there's not a lot. There isn't for Nebraska either. But the cons outside of football for Nebraska were the biggest con I had was that I didn't know what Lincoln was really. I didn't know if there was anything there for real. Like, would I get bored outside of the football aspect of it? Because there's gonna be that life that you have to live,
Yep.
and I got to go around it. I got to be around it, and I saw myself there. So it was definitely a hard decision, but it was like what. And there's no knock on any of the other schools. It was just what do I feel like I see myself fitting in better.
Um, what was it that was like, yes, I'm going.
Coach Rule. Majority of it was Coach Rule. I mean, and he's like a coach. He's like all my other coaches I had leading up to this. You know, my dad is my coach, you as my coach. You know, even Coach Henry was my coach at one point.
Yeah.
Um, like they're just all genuine people that will tell you straight up to your face and not lie to you. They don't need to BS to you if they don't. And like if it's not what's best for the team, then they don't give a damn.
You know what I love? I love that you and Malachi and Eli have been together forever.
Yeah, literally.
Like I really love that. Like I loved watching you guys grow up on your dad's social media, watching him drag their asses out in the snow to catch for you.
Yeah, they're seniors this year, so
No, man, like blah, I'm old. Like, dang, dude. Like, I didn't have a son back then.
no,
No, now I have this dude. He punched someone in the face today.
good for him.
I guess the kid tripped him, and I got the call. And you know what I did when I got the call? I pressed ignore and let it go to voicemail. And I listened to the voicemail and I ran around the school I work at and I was like, "Hey, you want to hear a bad motherfucker?" And I was so proud. If I didn't have practice tonight, I would have taken him into Target so he can buy some like Pokemon crap. So proud, bro. Like, jack the kid right in the face. So awesome, dude. I told JR and Hillary, I can't wait to sit at Memorial Stadium with Jonah and watch you come out of that tunnel to just a sea of just loud, just cheering and going crazy and me overpaying for a hot dog. I can't wait to
Nah,
overpay
it's
for
not. It's not
cotton
expensive.
candy.
Trust. It's not expensive.
I don't know. I'm pretty cheap.
But okay, put it like this: when you have so many people there all the time, you don't have to make it expensive because people are gonna get hungry.
Well, the goal, do they have skyboxes?
They do, I think. They do, yeah.
So the goal here, Trae, is for you to be a stud there, and it's part of the deal. And Coach London gets to sit in a leather chair eating peanuts and miscellaneous hors d'oeuvres while I enjoy a Cornhuskers game.
Or you get the authentic game day experience
I
and
don't
you
like
sit
people.
you sit next to a whole bunch of just
I don't
you,
like people.
you
I
know
wish I could. When Donald Trump was building a wall, I wanted them to build a wall around my house. Like, dude, I couldn't do that. I don't even like Disney World. I couldn't. And people,
I never,
I'm good. Someone will spit on me accidentally, and I'll need therapy.
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, dude. Like, no. Um, so I have a kid like you. I think do you remember Donovan Robinson
Yeah, the he's at Washington right now.
at Washington? So he's at
Yeah.
Washington.
I played him last year, coach.
I know you did.
Yeah.
And a buddy of mine is the defensive backs coach at St. Ignatius. And he
Really?
would, yeah, dude. And we would, we were teaching together at the time. And he would talk so much shit about you and Donovan. Like
I don't know
so
why
much shit.
because I don't know why because that's the St. Ignatius DBs were terrible because we
Yeah,
would
dude, I would give him so much. So we would sit every day at a table in the gym, and he would like, "Oh, dude, your boy, he's okay. I think he's overrated." I'm like, "Overrated? He's a fucking sophomore." I go, "Overrated? Wait." I go, "He's got 2 more years." And then when you committed to Nebraska, I was like, "You still think?" He's like, "Hell yeah." And then he's like, "Yeah, and your boy Donovan too." And I said, "First off, two things." I said, "His name's Daniel Debonet. We call him
yeah.
we call him Debo." I go, "First off, Debo." I go, "You're black, they're black. Stop hating on chocolate." I said, "Second, jealousy is a stinky cologne."
It really is.
Um, so I was talking to Donovan. He's at Washington, and occasionally I'll FaceTime him for Jonah because Jonah loves him. And so funny. So he picks up the FaceTime and he's with all the defensive guys. They're in someone's apartment. It's like
Okay.
12 of them. And you know me, I have no filter.
Mhm.
And he goes, I'm like, "Hey, dude, who's that back there?" He's like, "Oh, man, that's some of the defensive guys." I'm like, "Hey, man, make sure they can see me." So he holds it up. I go, "Hey, what are the girls like there? Tell me." They go, "They have armpit here and leg here."
Oh, that's terrible.
And you know what I said? I go, "I got 2 words for you." They go, "What's that, coach?" I go, "Transfer portal." I'm out. See ya. But what's interesting in that, what I wanted to get at, what kids don't realize, Donovan told me every coach on Washington's staff last year that recruited him left. And kids don't realize like that's normal.
That's a thing,
Yeah, man.
especially if a team goes from a national championship level team
Mm-hmm.
to now your head coach leaves and people that are in that building, they stick around for 1 to 2 more years unless they're great at their job. And unfortunately, they find themselves out of it.
There's so much stuff. So this is why I started this platform, because there's so much stuff with these kids that no one talks about. They don't know. Like they don't know that what an official, what an unofficial, what a real offer is, what the rules are, what happens after you're on campus,
Yeah,
right? They don't realize like you get on campus, you're all like, yeah, and then there's two more dudes coming in your position as well.
true.
So that's like the biggest thing. I'm so glad we're able to talk, and you keep yawning is making me yawn.
Bro, coach, I don't
No,
know
I know you're
how.
tired. That's why I'm gonna wrap up, homie.
You know what I had, right?
What?
I had morning practice this morning.
Hey, two words for you. Man up.
Nah, I'm
Were
nah.
you were you with me when I introduced DBAP? DBAP?
No, but what I do remember?
What?
Like a kid, I never forget. You remember Tony?
Yeah, dude. He is a senior at Schaumburg.
What team was that? Was he on? What team was that?
What you mean
Like
with us?
before Man Up.
Hoops for Health?
No, no, no. Because you had Tony, and then you had another really.
Amari. Do you remember Amari?
He was short,
Real short.
real quick, right?
Yeah, he's a senior at Hyde Park.
What was that team called? Because you guys used to always play the Ball Hawks with me and Eli on that team.
Man up, dude. It was Illinois Old School.
Yes, that's the team that I always remember when I think about basketball and think like that's the team I always remember thinking about playing against and all that. And then Man Up, like that
You
is the
guys
team.
Hawks, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember that. Y'all had blue jerseys.
yeah. And everybody had the blue Kyries.
Yeah, I remember all my North Shore parents were like looking at the Crystal Lake and Algonquin parents like they were from like the trailer park. And then you guys, we would win, but they were like the most physical games on the planet.
Yeah, I mean,
And then
eyes
Eli
from
would pull
yeah.
that shit from nowhere with his little left hand.
We got you guys some games though.
I don't remember losses.
I do. I listen. I remember the wins, but I remember like it was always a long drive to the basketball place,
Yep.
and it was always the latest nights ever. Because the
Yep.
games would never
Friday
end.
nights.
Yeah, the games were forever.
Um, dude, I'm just reminiscing. There's a lot of crazy dads out there, and I've connected with all of them, and they're all my boys. And what's funny is if you come to me and like talk shit about a dad, about they're crazy about their son, I instantly befriend them. Instantly. Because end of the day, you're crazy about your kid.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And if you don't like it, well, boo you and go raise your soft ass kid somewhere else.
that's yeah,
Real talk.
yeah. That's true.
Um, all right, bro. I'm gonna let you go so you stop yawning, and I know you got to be up early. I really appreciate you. I love you. I love your family, and I can't wait to bring my kid out again to watch you watch you score 8 fucking touchdowns.
Yeah, yeah. I should
I
go for
want
eight
10.
this week too.
I want 10.
All right, I got you.
All right, bro. You be good. Tell your parents I said hi, and I'll see you soon.
We'll do. Tell everybody I send love.
I will, man. I'll see you later.
All right, coach.
Bye.